1 hour north of the mighty city of Melbourne lies the picturesque Yarra Valley. Known for its stunning beauty and some of the best vineyards in Victoria, the Yarra Valley is popular with both locals and travellers from afar. And as of today, now the new home of the Eastern Golf Club. The newly designed 36-hole course is Greg Norman's 100th golf course. And the man himself arrived in style, happy that the members and local community were on hand to see his vision come to life.
There's 1,000 members here, 300 on the list of wanting to come in and be a member of this great golf club, quite honestly. I mean, forget whether I did it or not. It's just a great golf club, and that's what I enjoy the most. We'll go on, we'll be building other golf courses, but Eastern Golf Club is going to be here for decades and decades and generations to come. So to say that we had a small part in the future of the golf club and the establishment of that future, to me is really, really important.
For club manager Ben Tilley, it's been a long and vested journey to see the new club finally open its doors. A journey in which Greg Norman was more than just a designer.
I've really loved the fact that Greg's got involved personally. For him to be out before construction, walking the site, tweaking designs, routing after routing to make sure that he was getting best use of the land, and then through construction as well, to have him out on site and walk the course. That type of opportunity is pretty special, and it's nice to see him take it personally as he has, because it makes it feel like it is his design with his name on it.
I can see with the shorter clubs, because you're more on top of it, the longer it gets out here, the more it's going to go around. Right, the more you get around, the more that club's going to get stuck in behind you, and that's why you walk it out to the right. There you go. Much better.
Keen to be more than just a name on the plaque, Greg was happy passing on some coaching tips to members of Soldier On, the charity the two-time major winner's proud to support.
Good ball flight.
It also gave the busy entrepreneur a chance to get out and play a few holes with talented young Victorian elite player Olivia Klein, as well as Eastern Golf Club's president and club captain. A light-hearted way to show off the new course to the public and media. In constructing a new course, there are many elements, both natural and man-made, that need to be addressed before the first shovelful of dirt is dug up, something Greg was very aware of when planning and construction got underway.
It's a massively huge scale. You're in the Yarra Valley. We had a lot of wetland issues to deal with. We had the integration of the flora and fauna. At the end of the day, and we had to transform just, a vast, huge scale piece of property and bring the golf into it. And they wanted wide fairways and generous fairways because it does get windy out here. It blows out of the south, it blows out of the north. So it's kind of like a funnel through this valley. So you had to give them the wide corridors to play. They wanted some great green settings, they got it. So to me, it was like pulling everybody's wishes into one, from the native flora and fauna, what Australiana gives you, to what we see, what we can do on walking the virgin side. So I'm proud of it.
Like most things, even though his name is on the design, Greg Norman is part of a team when it comes to designing and constructing world-class golf courses. One of Greg's key personnel is Dennis Hardesty, his course shaper, a pivotal role in translating Greg's plans on paper to actual fairways and greens.
The shaper's responsible for all the shapes. That's why we're called that. And, I work the bunkers, and I finished the greens, so I get a good mixture of everything. I get to do the mass excavation and all the way to the finish work. One of the things I like most about Greg is that he is so involved. Many of the designers put their name on it and they walk away, but not Greg. And that's one of the things that's most enjoyable about it, because he does have so much, he's so involved with it.
With property prices in and around most big cities heading ever higher by the day, many city golf clubs are facing increased pressure to hold on to their courses on land that is incredibly valuable. Eastern Golf Club, which was based in Doncaster, Melbourne, have taken the opportunity of high land values to cash up, move further afield, and construct a purpose-built golf club on a bigger site with more facilities. Something both the club and Greg Norman believe has been a very smart move.
Asset-rich, cash-poor, it is very common, and it's becoming increasingly popular for clubs to now start looking not the next 5 years, but start thinking 10, 20 years ahead and how they're going to secure their future long term. When Eastern made the decision to relocate, remarkably, they had cash in the bank, where a lot of clubs wait until they're in debt and in considerable debt to make those decisions. What that resulted in was the club having control of destiny. They were able to be patient with the land sale at Doncaster, able to apply rigour in the process of planning and design out at Yering here in the Yarra Valley.
There's probably a lot of other golf clubs in Australia who could probably sit back and say, okay, how did Eastern Golf Club make it? And their future is extremely strong. They got cash in the bank, and they got a great golf course, and they got a great membership. So when you think about when you think out into the future, other golf clubs have to sit back and take stock and try and understand how and why. So there are opportunities out there for others to say it can be done.
With the milestone of completing 100 golf courses coming in a region that's very special to Greg Norman, it was time for the great white shark to get a little philosophical and just what it takes to be a success.
I've always believed that staring yourself in the face, directly in your own eyes, and ask yourself a very serious question: did I maximize my efforts today? Did I get everything out of today that I expected to get out of? What did I do right or wrong? And it's impossible to lie to yourself. You know, right? So it really is just a self-monitoring that you do, and I do it to this day. I still do it. If I get down and out, and quite honestly, I'm a human being. You do get down and out. You can sit there and you can have a conversation with yourself in the mirror. It doesn't have to be half an hour long, right? It can be 4 or 5 seconds and you nail it on the head. But, you can pull yourself out of a dark hole very, very quickly if you look at yourself in the eye and question yourself and talk to yourself and remind yourself what you do have and what you have done and what you can achieve. It's pretty simple self-psychoanalysis.
With Eastern Golf Club now having secured its long-term survival, the management team are looking towards a bright future in the heart of a region renowned for its tourism activities.
It's a destination, no question. I mean, you've got amazing food and wine out in this region. That's what the Yarra Valley is recognised for around the world. And now we're keen to see golf play a really key part in that recognition.